All right, here I am with Dr. Doug. And what we're going to talk about is actually electricity and the way it behaves when it gets to a pole. And what I was doing is showing Doug the pole skin, yeah, and how we designed it. And he's going, this is really fortuitous because, and take it away.
Yeah, you know, the power line hazard is very real, and so you really do want to be insulated from a conductor like carbon fiber or aluminum. And he's managed to put a pretty nice piece of insulation on here. If I got into a power line with this, the electricity would try to go to ground in the shortest distance possible, which is going to be out the end of it. It's going to be out the butt end of this.
So the electricity is going to come out the end.
It's going to shoot right out the end. Now we already know because your what
Yeah,
do you call this?
Irwin. Oh, the pole skin.
The pole skin saved one of your workers, I believe, didn't it?
Yeah, like one of our customers, he had seal skins on as well. So he had neoprene gloves and a neoprene pole skin.
But he didn't have any neoprene on his chest and neck, which is close to this carbon fiber. You see, if you get into enough voltage, the dielectric constant of the air, depending on how moist the air is, you have a certain distance that voltage will arc. So if if this was insulated here, and I got into a power line, this would arc, even with this sealskin, it would arc from the closest part of this pole to my body, which would be my neck, and it'd go through my body to the ground, which would kill me. It'd go right through my heart and all my organs. But in this case, it would continue through the pole and it would shoot out the bottom. And we already know what happens to the pole. It just sort of disintegrates. It expands rapidly with the heat and disintegrates. But apparently the electricity will go to ground through the tail end of this thing.
So when Irwin had his trauma, which is not so traumatic, if he had looked at the ground, he would have seen a mark.
It would have been, yeah, exactly. And if you would have slow-moed the event, you would have had a magnificent arc of fire come out the bottom of that to the ground.
But he was looking up and then freaking out and dropping it.
Exactly. So, after the pole exploded in his hand when he
hit
hit that
it exploded.
And
it hit two wires, so that's not that the electricity went from one wire to the other wire.
No, it has to go to ground.
Both wires are live,
right.
So you hit two live wires.
Right. So you said 400
volts, that's what he said,
volts, yeah. Many power lines are higher than that,
right?
Are stronger than that. So if you get into a 800 volt power line, you don't even have to touch it. Here's a good point for you guys. All you have to be is a few feet away from it for it to arc to your pole.
That's scary.
You don't even have to touch it. And if it's 800 volts, I'd say you got in a moist day, you've got 4 feet. It'll arc 4 feet over to the pole.
Wow.
If the pole is grounded.
Yeah.
Now, if the pole's not grounded, you have 2 feet. Well, let's say you have 2 feet.
So let's say the 4 feet is total. You have 2 feet there and 2 feet there.
2 feet here. You got a total arc here because it's going to arc here too.
Yeah.
So if I held this pole right now to say 4 feet away from a 800 volt source, it would arc to the tip and arc to the ground and explode the pole.
Wow.
But I would be fine.
Wow.
Now, if you
put a rubber end,
if you put a rubber end on
like
it,
like a tennis ball.
Yeah, like a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Exactly. It would arc from the pole to my neck. Because I'm
even with this one, from the nearest point.
Yeah, from the nearest point,
which is
the carbon fiber.
Because we were talking about making pole skin handles and not a sleeve. And you said no,
keep the sleeve.
Because otherwise, if we had carbon fiber here, it could just
it'd arc right to your belly,
straight to your belly.
Yeah, you're a good conductor. You're made out of water.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
any compliment.
Electrolytes.
It's a good compliment. Electrolytes is what we run on. Yeah. That's classic.
So it would arc, through you, which is not the thing to do.
Okay. Well, that's all about water-fed poles and electricity. Ooh.
You notice? Let me make a point here. I sat here and comfortably held this 20, how long is
25
it?
feet.
25 foot pole, which is extended.
Yeah.
I sat here and comfortably held it through the entire conversation.
Yeah.
And I don't even feel it.
No.
I mean, it doesn't even feel like I had anything in my hands.
It's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
That's good quality. Well, it's good. That's a Reach It Mini.